Here we are again, out here alongside the road, just sitting here, taking it easy. And that's what I like doing. Anyway, thing that kind of gets me and what I want to say something about is I've seen a lot of videos, and everybody's entitled to their opinion. I am not, I'm not bitching or saying anything bad about anybody that makes video. It's entirely up to them. It's all their opinion. But they'll make a video. The 5 mistakes that most bike riders made, okay? Or the 10 things that annoy me about bike riders. Or tips on how to do this and then tips on how to do that. Well, the one and the biggest mistake that most everybody, or no, I won't say most everybody, I said, but some people make is listening to somebody else because that's just their opinion. Give you an example of this. I'm on my XT today, and there's a guy that does videos, and he says he likes flat bars. Or another guy out there says you should never have your arms straight on a bike when you're riding, la la la. And there's just and even the way you stand up on a bike. For me, the way I like to ride my bike and to stand up on my bike, and I learned something today. I have to share it with you. But for me, when I stand up on my bike, which I stand a lot, I'm 70 years old, and you think, well, why do you stand up on your bike if you're that old? Dumbass, sit down. But anyway, I want to stand comfortable because I'll ride sometimes 3 and 4 and 5 miles standing up. I just like the feel of the wind in my face, feel of the wind going around me and all that stuff. And so for me to ride standing up, I want to be comfortable. Okay. I'm 6 foot tall. I'm not tall, I'm not short. And for me to stand up comfortably, I am not going to stand up there hunkered over. And just, I tell you what, go home and take your kitchen chair and stand about a foot and a half behind that kitchen chair. Put your hands on the back of that chair there and stand there and put weight on your arms and stand there for about 15 minutes. And you'll see what I'm saying. But if you can stand up closer to that chair and just rest your hands on the back of that chair, you can stand there for hell an hour if you had to. But anyway, so when I'm standing up on my bike, I want to be standing up straight. I want to be standing comfortable. I don't want no roll in my back. I don't want to bend my back. I want to be comfortable. So to be comfortable, I'm going to stand up straight. So I like my handlebars a little higher. That's That's just my opinion. Okay, that's only my opinion. That's what works for me. I see another guy, he says you should never have your arms out straight and be leaning back on your bike because you don't have any control. Well, I've been riding all day long like that. And see, and here's the thing, everything is kind of like, you got to make your style fit what you're doing. Now, if I was out there single tracking, absolutely, I'm going to be, 110% aware of what's going on, and I'm really going to worry about it. But if I'm single tracking, at my age, I'm only good for about 20 miles, then I'm done, okay? But, so I'm out there riding all day long with my arms just as straight as you can get them. And I don't have any trouble moving that bike where I want to. And I'm running down gravel roads, and I'm running down dirt roads. It ain't like I'm just running down super highways and stuff. I'm running down all kinds of roads. But you can do what they call, what do you want to call it, body English, okay? And you can make that bike move left or right, which case may be, without even having to. You can just bobble your head and make that bike move. If you're one with a bike, if your bike's set up to where you can ride comfortably, then like I said, now this is just my opinion, then you can flip that bike around any way you want to. If you're getting something that's a little more aggressive, then of course you have to change your riding styles and change your riding stance and all this kind of stuff. So I do a lot of riding with my arms outstretched just as far as I can get them. And when I stand up on my bike, I stand up straight. And I learned something. Here's what I learned. I'd watched a lot of these videos, these guys like the X Games and like Tony Bow and Paul Tauris, or whatever his name is, and after these guys do their tricks, their stunts, all that stuff, they'll be going along there and they'll stand up on their bike there and take both hands off the handlebars and it's like, hey, and it's like, these guys are great riders. Absolutely. Well, I'm out there today there and I'm riding along there and I'm standing up. Well, I'm lazy, okay? So I'm going down this gravel road there and I wanted to scratch my nose. So I went to take my left hand off the handlebars there because the other hand was working the throttle, of course. And I thought, and when I first let go and I was standing up, it kind of bobbled a little bit. I said, man, this is scary. You know, this is about like having diarrhea and worrying, should I really fart or not, okay? So, but anyway, then I got thinking, I thought, whoa, wait a minute, dumbass, think about this. So, and this is something I should have known or I probably knew and forgot about. I gripped that tank with my legs, with my knees. What the hell, I can scratch my ear, I can scratch my nose, I can, you know, I can get in my pocket and check my wallet, whatever I want to with one hand. It's like, you know, and that's what I'm saying. Everybody's got to learn. You've got to learn. There's no mistakes anybody makes. And everybody, what they should do is just be giving you tips on how to improve. But all these improvements is you've got to learn them because you're the person on that bike. And very few times have I seen anybody trying to learn to ride a bike with somebody in the back there telling them what to do, because that just makes you nervous, pisses you off. But anyway, so that's what I'm saying. The biggest mistake most people, or a lot of people, I won't say most, a lot of people make is listen to somebody else. Take their tips, take their tricks, and take their style and make it your own. And the only way you can make it your own is you got to do the riding. You got to put time in on that seat, okay? And for me, a good rule of thumb, now this just works for me, what gives me better control over my bike is my comfort. If I can get on that bike, of course nobody can do it with stock seats, and ride for an hour, okay, and be comfortable, I'll say a half hour, 45 minutes, and be comfortable, okay, then you've got your bike set up right. Because if you ain't comfortable, you're going to constantly be fidgeting. And everybody knows sitting on the seat of a motorcycle, after about 45 minutes, you're going, hey, my butt's getting tired, my butt's getting flat. So that's what I'm saying. So, but if you can find a position or a way to set your bike up to where you can be comfortable and doing just slight changes, so you don't get the flat ass on your, on your butt, then you're better off. But anyway, that was just one thing that I kind of seen there, and I thought, you know what? There's a lot of good information out there, and there's a lot of information they can use. But the name of the game is, the bottom line is, you got to learn it. You've got to put in the time. You got to put that time in on the seat. You've got to get in those situations where you've been before and learn to handle those little bobbles and stuff. It's like running down the road there. The gravel roads I was going down today were cotton ball size rock, okay? And it's loose rock. Around here, instead of fixing the road, they think, well, we'll just dump a bunch of rock on it and it'll be okay. Well, so that's what they do. They just dump a bunch of rock on it and makes it good for me. But if you're out there in a Mercedes running down some of these gravel roads, you're going to beat it all to hell, them rocks. I don't mind riding rocks. But anyway, and every once in a while you'll hit one of those little rocks there, and it'll make you pucker because it's like, wow. Because it'll throw your front wheel off. But that's what I'm saying. You've got to learn how to ride this stuff. You got to learn how. You got to put in the time. You got to put in the seat time to learn this. So the biggest mistake a lot of people make is trying to become a better rider by watching the video. You can watch the video and pick up tips. You can look at the video and see how this guy does it. But remember one thing, the one very important thing about all this stuff, we are all different. You can take two guys that's the same height. We'll just say me and another guy. This guy's 6 foot tall, I'm 6 foot tall. We both got XT 250s, okay? And we're riding. Our styles are going to be different. Why? Because we're different people. He might sit back, 2 inches further on the seat than I do. He might get up there on the tank. It's because we're all different, because he's found his comfort zone where he is comfortable. That's what I'm saying. Find out where you're comfortable, and then from there take all these tips and tricks, okay, and make them your own. That's the mistake most everybody, I won't say most, but a lot of people make. They try to, it's like becoming, it's like being a mail-order president. It just don't work, okay? But make it your own. Make it your own, and that's the biggest mistake. And all this other stuff these guys put out there, it's just entertainment, and just take it as entertainment, okay? Like I said, and even some of the great riders, they have their own style. That Polish Tauris, whatever his name is, I don't know how tall he is, but I tell you what, he gets on that T7 and makes that T7 look like a 250. So I'm saying he's probably 6'3", maybe 6'4", maybe even taller than that. But he's a big guy, and he can handle that bike. I can't handle it like that. So that's what I'm saying. You got to make it your own. The biggest mistake, a mistake most people or a lot of people make, is they don't put in the seat time. Put in the seat time. The seat time is a teacher. Okay, look at these videos, pick up tips, pick up tricks, and you'll find yourself becoming a better rider. Okay, and every time your riding style will change. And here's where you need to get into a lot of different situations. Okay, your riding style on the street's going to be different than from riding gravel roads. You're riding gravel roads, your style's going to be just a little bit different from riding hardcore single track. Okay, and you have to change your style. You're going to have to make it change to fit what you're doing. And that's what I'm saying. Learn your bike. Learn how you can make that bike do what you want it to do. So, I don't know. It kind of sounds like a rant and rave, but it's just that I hate for people to get out there and like I said, I just take them as entertainment. And so anyway, that's just kind of what I feel like that the biggest mistake, or a mistake that some people will make, because everybody wants to be like somebody else. I don't want to be like anybody else. I like me, so I do my own thing my own way. And am I right? Hell no, I ain't right. I'm probably the sloppiest, biggest jack-off rider you ever seen in your life. But I have fun, and I enjoy it, and that's what it's all about. Hey, ride safe, ride free.